What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of No Credentials. You already know who it is. We got our man Evan back, so we got all 4 of us. So let's just dive right into it. So our pick'ems, we're gonna go over the rankings real quick. So we got Zane here in the lead at 10-5-1.
What a
We
week.
had that push. Yep. We had that push with the Saints Panthers. Thank God for the Panthers pulling through that 2-point conversion last second. But then we got me and Chap tied at 7-8-1, and then we got Evan down here at 5-10-1. Had a real bad week.
1-6-1 last
Bad week.
Horrid.
Falcons snuck.
Couldn't have been
Falcons
worse. You
push.
should have went 0-8. Horrible.
Yeah, it was a
Green
rough
Bay should have
week
won that
betting
game,
spreads.
and the Saints should have covered.
Real
You should have went
rough
0-8.
week.
You
I
could
hit-
not have gone.
I think I hit
worse
one
last
bet all weekend.
Yeah, betting for me was not good either.
It was not good.
But
Did
all
at
right,
least cash hit the sports book?
Yeah,
Cash hit the sports book. It
Cash
was
hit
a
the
parlay.
sports book.
Like you only
Cash
get
hit
one
the
money.
sports
I mean,
all right. So we're just gonna dive into our top 5 and then our last 3 stragglers for the pick'ems. But so we're gonna start off with this Falcons at Lions. We got Lions -3 as a spread. So go ahead and take it away. What you got?
This was pretty. I think it's close. I mean, I think it's gonna be the first week that I'm actually betting against my Falcons. I think
Your
I
Falcons.
think I'm betting against the Falcons
Oh,
that I've been big on this whole year. They come off an overtime loss to Seattle. That game was
In
was
Detroit,
the
right?
Lions.
In Detroit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, it
Detroit?
was it?
No, this game's in Detroit, right?
Oh yeah. This
Their
game.
secondary played like crap. Gino went off.
Yeah, I did
not expect that.
I didn't
No.
catch the fucking end of that game. Like I didn't see.
You
how
didn't
they
see any of
lost.
the overtime?
Yeah, no, I didn't see. The way it went to overtime. Oh shit.
CJ Gardner Johnson went on IR. too.
on IR.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That's a big hit.
They
for
put
him.
another player on
because he was
IR
playing
too.
good.
The
Yeah,
Lions put
he-
2 players on IR, CJ Gardner Johnson and somebody else, I can't remember.
I think we know the.
Well, I know David Montgomery got hurt, but I don't think he went to IR.
I don't think he
did
went to IR.
He's not on IR, but
I don't
he's-
think he went to IR.
yeah, so-
I think it was a defensive player. I think it was another defensive player. I'm not mistaken. They put 2 players on
That's
IR.
not good for their defense.
We all know what the Falcons are going to do. They're going to come in and try to run the ball.
Yeah,
Heavy.
Run,
Bijan
run.
last
Bijan's
week.
a guy, dude. He's a fucking
I mean,
guy.
he is a fucking
19
Dude, they're so
Dude,
well coached.
like-
They're so well coached that Desmond Ritter he's being a game manager. Yeah, he doesn't look that good. I don't think Desmond Ritter's that
Yeah,
good.
as soon as he
he's
gets
not
pressure,
he's not
he
really
falls,
turning the
but-
ball over that much. Like he's playing fine. He's playing.
Yeah.
They're letting Bijan carry the
He had a
team.
couple nice
He's
deep balls.
for 18 week 1. So
Yeah, I mean Bijan. He had a good week 1, and then they doubled his production week 2, and
Yeah,
and he's
he's
dominant.
fucking dope. I mean, honestly, like I think, like I hate to say it, but he could, he could be better than Christian McCaffrey.
What do you
Like,
have? 100.
I mean, he's so fucking
24
shifty.
yards, 6.5
Like, the way he's
yards.
just like-
carry.
He had like
It's
180
fucking insane.
all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
Counting his receiving yards
Insane,
last
like,
week. It was-
he's-
yeah, it's nuts.
I think the Lions are kind of equipped to stop the run though a little bit. They held Seattle to 2.5 yards a carry. Even though Kenneth Walker did get in the end zone twice.
yeah.
Their run defense looked good. It was their
I think
secondary
Atlanta's-
and
I
then
think
2 fumbles.
Atlanta's defense is good enough to stop Detroit.
Well,
To
their
slow him down.
DBs
Detroit's got a
DBs
little-
are
yeah,
good
they
They
can
can
enough.
slow him
down.
down. They can
Yeah.
slow him down.
Yeah, I agree with
That
that.
defense, Atlanta's defense.
Jesse
is
Bates,
slow.
their
I think-
secondary is pretty good.
I'm starting to. I like Atlanta. I'm starting. That Bijan's good. That run, they're well.
That
coached.
division and
The
them in the
division's
weak
like-
NFC helps them a lot. Like
Derek Carr didn't look that good for the Saints. Like Atlanta can win that
I
division.
think they're
mean,
going
I-
3-0,
well,
though.
I mean, shit. If you had to ask me, I think they probably would. But
the Bucs and them might be fighting it out again.
the Bucs
Bucs
look
look
pretty good.
Baker's
like-
gonna come back down to earth, guys.
I mean,
Baker's
I
gonna
agree.
come
They
back.
played the Bears and then they played.
We're gonna
the
get into.
Vikings,
We'll
which they
get
don't have
into.
a
We'll get
fucking
into that.
defense.
one.
The Falcons
defense
secondary
either,
is, I mean, has looked good, but they haven't played anybody.
Yeah,
Their
that's true.
quarterback they've
That's
gone up
true.
against is your boy Bryce Young.
Yeah, which I mean, our offense is trash.
And Jordan Love didn't. I mean, he had a couple touchdowns, but he only threw for like, I don't even think he hit over 180 yards.
I mean, I think he's looked fine.
He's looked all right, but I mean, so people are high on their secondary, but this is definitely the best test they're gonna have.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so what do you got?
I got the Lions on this
Lions
one.
-3.
Yes.
You're taking Lions, Evan.
Lions -3. Gibbs is going to take over the backfield,
Yes.
especially with Montgomery out. Didn't
Him
practice
himself.
today. He's probably not going to play. I'm not sure if they've said that he hasn't going to play yet, but he's leading. He's second in the league out of the backfield in receptions.
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's getting ready to take this over.
That's
by
not
the
that's what I'm
storm.
thinking. So I mean, I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go Falcons +3. I think even if the Lions win, it'll be real close. Well, I don't think don't think they got 3 in them.
I
don't think they got 3 in them. So I'm going Falcons.
I'm going Falcons all the way. I think Falcons.
Really?
I think they win the game.
They've been
outright.
3-0
I think
since
they win.
2017.
I think they win the game outright.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Desmond Ritter can manage.
2017.
Desmond Ritter can manage the game. Bijan is too much to handle for that Detroit offense or defense. Sorry,
I mean,
defense.
Aiden Hutchinson
And
is a guy. on
He
that
is.
line.
He is a guy.
He hasn't
He's
had a sack
gonna.
yet, but
They're
he's
gonna get pressured.
He's gonna
They're
get
gonna
it
get
this
pressured. Yeah, he's gonna. Because
I
the
think
Falcons O line, especially their right side, is not good.
He's
Like,
Atlanta. I think Atlanta controls the game with the run game, and their defense can slow down Detroit, and they win this game.
Yeah,
They
so
win-
I think
they win
It's gonna
this
be.
game.
It could be a low scoring,
They got
but it could
to.
also be a high scoring game.
To
I don't
kind
know.
of cover. I mean, it's hard.
These are one
Teams
of these
don't
teams.
usually cover. I mean,
1 point games
Yeah.
are kind of rare, but
I like the Lions at home.
yeah.
Like there's a lot of them.
I
Like
think they-
1-2 point games.
I feel
Yeah,
like it's
but
mostly field
You
goals.
take away the
Yeah,
turnovers
but
last
we're
week in the
gonna
Lions
Shit,
are
worst thing
2-0.
we do is
It's a
push against
push.
people.
yeah, but Atlanta wins the game.
You
Atlanta's gonna go-
take away the
Atlanta's gonna
turnovers
win.
last week. The 2 turnovers and the Lions are 2-0, and we're all still super hyped on them going in.
I understand. I think Atlanta.
But-
wins the game.
Yeah, wasn't one pick 6 or?
I
See,
don't
that's
know
the
if
thing
either
that makes the
interception-
Lions
Yeah, he
the
did have an
Lions,
interception.
is
I
they
believe,
fucking-
but
I
they-
feel like,
they
dude,
they
they're
turned the
starting
ball
to-
over
yeah.
and still almost won that game.
Yeah, but I don't know. So I mean, we got the Falcons. Y'all got the Lions.
Yeah.
So okay. Chargers at Vikings. We got Minnesota minus 1.5 is the spread.
Somehow both these teams are 0-2.
Yeah, who's
Yeah.
a better fraud
I mean-
team? Honestly, no.
The-
Like they have no
Who's a better fraud?
defense. Yeah, neither team has a
It could be a
defense.
shootout.
I don't
Take
think
the
the
over.
Vikings
Hammer the over.
have helped
hammer the
themselves
over,
though
hammer
because
the
they've
over.
turned
Oh,
the ball
yeah.
over like 8
Hammer the
times. Their
over.
defense just goes on out there. I mean,
Who the?
the Vikings have looked good on offense, but they turn the ball over. It's
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've turned the ball over like what?
Kirk's
fucking
only
8
thrown
times
4
already?
fumbles.
Kirk
Well,
Cousins
a bunch
only
of
thrown 4
fumbles.
interceptions. Kirk Cousins
Yeah,
only
but
thrown 4
it's a
interceptions.
bunch of fumbles. Like, you
Fumbles.
can't
I mean,
have
you
that.
can. It's that
Yeah.
fumbles are easier to.
Their O-line is
They're easier
so
to make up.
beat up.
They're easier to.
Yeah.
What's the
Overcome?
word? Overcome than interception.
I mean, they already lost
Like,
a
you
tackle
can-
for the year.
Like
The Vikings or O-line is bad.
I mean,
It's not
The
good.
fucking.
look at
but-
them last year in the.
I don't think
playoffs.
they're gonna have
They
4
had
fumbles.
even last
It's
But
not
here-
gonna,
here's the
I don't
thing.
think
I
Kirk
hope
Cousins
not.
is going to throw 2 interceptions. Kirk Cousins just played good.
I
They
think-
fumbles.
I
They're
think
not going to
Kirk's
fumble
going
4
off
times
again.
a game.
Kirk's going
Kirk's
off
definitely-
against.
Well,
the
Minnesota's
Chargers
not
are
gonna fumble-
fucking
ass.
They're not going to fumble
Yeah,
4 times a
defense.
game.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
terrible
this
The
is
game.
secondary is horrible.
This is how this
Like-
game's gonna go. Chargers are gonna take over at the beginning, and then the Vikings are gonna come back at the end and win the game. Like the Vikings are more of that comeback team, and the Chargers are
They
the team
are.
that
Definitely
fucking
are.
sell. At
They
the
won
end of the
11,
year. Or at the end of the game.
11 one-possession
Like-
games last year. They were 11-0 one-possession games last
Exactly,
year.
and they-
They're 0-2 to start the season.
I think
I know,
Both
but-
their games have been one-possession.
But then, like you look at the Chargers, they've been leading in both of their games.
I think
and
it
they
could
took
go
it
either
out.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
think
Chargers
they both
blow-
have no
Chargers-
defense. So
Chargers,
and
blow-
the Chargers
I think
are-
you're right. I think you're right on this one. Chargers blow leads. Minnesota comes back. That's
Exactly. That's exactly.
I
what
think-
that,
I think
I
you're
might
right.
bet. I might
I think
bet
you're
on
100%
fucking
right. I think you're 100%
Chargers first half, Vikings second.
Yeah, I
half.
think you're 100% right on that.
if Austin
I think
Eckler
100%
plays this
right.
week, I mean, we just saw Swift just rip apart the Vikings defense. If
That
Eckler
is
plays
true.
this week, that's
I don't
huge.
think he's gonna play. I don't think he's gonna play.
I think it's kind of like opposite. Like the Vikings' run game is, I mean, run defense is horrible. Also on the offensive side of the ball, they can't run.
I don't think.
And the
Eckler
Chargers
plays.
can't stop anybody who's dropping back and throwing the ball.
Jay Jettis big week.
Yeah.
JJ's another solid week. Kirk Cousins huge week. I mean, last
But
week he
you
had
know,
364 and 4 tutties. I mean, he's gonna go off again this week against a horrible,
Austin Eckler
horrible
missed another
secondary.
practice today, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's not looking good for him.
Yeah.
But it's still throwing Thursday.
At least Joe Burrow
It's
practiced.
pretty deep.
At least Joe
He
Burrow
has-
half
yeah,
practice.
like, that's
This
what I'm
is like
saying.
the
He's-
marginal point. Usually on
Yeah.
Thursday, if they're not at practice, it's like, yeah.
Joe Burrow had a half practice today.
Yeah.
Both
Just saying.
offenses look
Joe
good.
Burrow
He
had
has a half a calf. Just saying.
Both offenses look really good. I just-
Yeah, it's gonna be a high scoring game, 100%.
I think I am
Yeah,
taking the
over.
Vikings at -1.5 just because I think
Yeah.
they could easily be 2-0 if they didn't turn the ball over. Like they're
100%.
Yeah.
killing themselves. Unless their offensive line
They're not gonna
lets,
fumble 4
lets
times.
Bosa get like 5 sacks.
Yeah.
I don't see the Vikings losing this game. I like the Vikings at
Oh, dude, I didn't even realize.
Vikings -1.5 all day.
But
Yeah.
I can see the Chargers if Eckler plays just ripping them apart again and winning.
Yeah, it is fucking.
You're gonna go lone wolf
it
Saint and
is
try
at
and make up a
Vikings.
game again? Take another game?
I'm
on
definitely
us?
taking Minnesota at -1.
You taking Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean,
We're
Jay
all on
Jettis.
Minnesota.
He's
I
got
got him in
150
fantasy.
yard
I
game,
need him.
150
I
yard
need
game
him just to
coming.
put up a score with one of those.
Oh,
If he
he
puts
will.
up one
Dude.
score.
That dude, I was
Ryan
looking,
Tannehill
I was
just
literally
ripped
looking
them
at him.
apart.
I was literally
Ripped
looking
them
at him.
apart.
I was like, dude, oh my god, he's put up like fucking 30 points and he hasn't even scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
Like
20. I think it was 24 each week.
yeah, like 24 or 26. Like I was like,
Yeah.
The Chargers need Eckler if they're gonna win this game, I
Yeah.
think, and it doesn't look like he's gonna play. But
but I get what you mean. The Chargers are that team that did just randomly pull out a fucking dub. Like
I mean, they're good.
They-
Look at
I
them on
don't-
paper.
I think
they
the Chargers-
are good. I
Like
think the
Zane
coaching
said-
is bad.
Like
Their
Zane
coaching
said,
is
like Zane said, who's the more fraudulent team? It's 110% the
Definitely
Chargers.
yeah.
The Vikings won 13 games last year. Yeah, you can say they went 11-0 one possessions. They should have lost some of them. Fluky. You're out of that Bills game. Fluky as fuck.
Cold
But
game.
they still won 13 games.
Yeah.
13. I mean, they're not.
They're not bad. You don't
Like-
do that being a bad
Yeah,
team.
they're not.
Like,
They still won 13 games. They're a good team. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. Justin Jefferson is
I
the
mean,
best
I think
receiver in the league.
he's the top QB in fantasy right now, or at least like top 5 at least.
You know the Cowboys defense is number 1 overall
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, I was like,
right now.
well, and dude,
I've survived
doesn't
them
make
week
any
2. I've
sense.
survived playing the Cowboys defense.
Well,
I
see,
did
I'm
not.
fucked. I play him this.
Why?
I play him this week, and they play the fucking Cardinals. Like I'm
Unreal.
done.
It's wicked.
Like there's no way.
I got him in.
Just
one
lost
league. I
Trayvon Diggs.
love
That came out
it.
today. They lose their leader.
Trayvon
Lose
Diggs should go
Trayvon
down.
Diggs.
Yes,
That is
but
big.
sucks.
That is a big loss. But
But-
Stephon Gilmore, I mean,
Yeah.
fuck.
And they
Stephon Gilmore's better. Like,
yeah,
Stephon
Diggs-
Gilmore's better.
Diggs-
Stephon Gilmore's
better,
better.
but
Diggs
he's-
just gets
he's
the
probably
ball like
slower.
interceptions,
Yeah,
but
but
he's
Diggs gives
definitely
up
got way more
yards
experience.
while he gives up interceptions.
He's still good.
Or
He's
he
good.
gets
This
sacked.
was a big loss, though. They
It
were,
is a huge loss,
They were
but
like definitely the best
their
defense in the league.
their defense still. You got to think, Micah
It's their
Parsons.
front seven,
fucking,
so-
yeah,
Yeah,
Micah
Marcus
Parsons is gonna
Lawrence,
get
like-
to you like that.
That was what he was doing
Yeah,
in
you
Euro,
don't
wasn't
like
it?
they don't need a
The
good
Euro
second-
over the center.
Him and Miles Garrett did it against Cincy.
Yeah.
I guarantee Chapin loves that. He got sacked too.
Fuck
Got that fucking.
That's why they got their shit kicked in by Pittsburgh. Fuck Pittsburgh.
All right, so
Fuck Joey
we all got Minnesota minus 1.5.
Unanimous on
game.
this game.
So next one up, Saints at Green Bay. Green Bay minus 1.5 is the spread. So, I mean, I just watched the Saints firsthand. Y'all were probably watching the Browns Steelers game, but I mean,
Saints
they have
look-
a good defense. They have
Saints
a really
look
good
off-
defense.
The Saints offense looked way,
But yes. They didn't
have
way
Aaron
too
Jones.
consistent.
They
They were
didn't have
up
Aaron
and
Jones
down.
last week.
No,
You
I said
talking
the
about the
Saints.
Saints?
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you
yeah,
said
no,
the
no,
The
Packers.
Saints, the
offense.
Saints
Yeah.
offense looked really up and down, really inconsistent.
No, yeah, it didn't look
Really
good. I mean,
inconsistent.
granted, we do have a good defense. We do have a
True.
good
It
defense,
is true.
but they did not.
But Bryce Young played
we
so
fucking
bad. They should have
yeah,
that
we,
game.
like we kept turning like 3 and
Yeah.
outs. Like they should have done more, 100%. Like,
Saints defense is carrying them.
but
Then again, they haven't played anybody very good.
that is
Nobody
true.
very
It's
good.
And I
Green Bay-
still,
Tennessee's in.
believe in their offense because they have
What's
a
the
good
spread
receiving
again?
core.
Yeah, they're
Minus
still
1.5.
Their
minus
receiving
1.5.
core
Green
is Michael Thomas does not look
Oh,
bad
he
whatsoever.
looks good. They I think it was 9 targets against us. Like,
Olave had 11.
yeah.
Yeah, like they're
and that
I mean,
one big catch which was I don't know
It's
if
just
y'all, I don't know if y'all
Derek
saw that catch that he had.
It was wild.
Yeah,
Derek
he
Carr's
was
gotta
like-
get better.
Dude, the balls were getting bad.
Yeah, he threw up a fucking weird
His O-line's
interception.
not playing
bro.
great.
He's like Von Bell. I was like,
But
okay.
Yeah.
for some reason I still like the Saints in this one. I think they
It's at Green Bay though, which have they played a home game? I don't think they've played a home game yet this year.
I don't know
They
if
were
they-
on the
played
road in
at-
Atlanta. They were at Chicago, at Atlanta.
Yeah, so I mean,
Home
I don't
opener.
know, man.
Home
I
opener.
don't know, man.
Home
I think
opener
it's
in
big.
Lambeau.
And the Packers defense is good too.
I watched
They're
Jordan
not-
Love fucking trip over his feet trying to send someone in motion. I don't know if like
If Aaron
We
Jones
also
comes
saw
back
Bryce
and
Young
Christian
line up
Watson
over
comes
his
back,
Hey,
I think I like
Lamar
the
did
Bengals.
that shit
the
too.
guard.
His
the
guard.
Yeah,
Hey,
sorry.
Lamar did that shit too. Don't fucking play with me.
And what about
Fuck
Tua?
Lamar Jackson? You
Did anyone see Tua try to take a fucking 3-step drop and fall on his ass?
That's
Yeah. I did
Like,
not
he
see
did. He
that.
fell straight on his ass and threw it straight out.
I mean, so what do you got in this one?
I like Green Bay. Home opener in Lambeau. Give me Green Bay.
Minus 1.5.
Defense slows down the Saints. They win. Close
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I think I got Green Bay minus 1.5
Yeah,
too.
give me Green
I'm
Bay.
putting it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just exactly what you said.
Is Aaron-
Home
I don't
Home
think
opener
Aaron
in
Jones is
Lambeau.
gonna play.
Home opener in Lambeau.
No, but
With
AJ
his-
Dillon. That's
He's
the
still
best 1-2
questionable.
punch in the league. AJ Dillon's no slouch at all.
He did not do good.
25
He had
years
like
old.
40 rushing yards last week.
Hey, but
AJ
Aaron
Dillon
Jones
is-
is fighting a hamstring, so even if he comes back early, that's
and
fucking
Christian
terrible.
Watson
Do
missed
not
practice.
sleep on AJ Dillon.
Aaron Jones is back at practice today.
Christian Watson was limited.
And Christian Watson, after missing today, Christian Watson missed today, and Aaron Jones is back today.
Dude, a sleeper guy to look out for.
His hamstring. He's dealing with hamstring injury as a running back who's taken a lot of cuts and. Yeah. And he's that guy that takes more of those jump
receiving.
The Saints have been capitalizing off turnovers. Jordan Love hasn't turned the ball over. So I'm liking the Packers at home, especially if they get Aaron Jones back this week. Christian Watson, the
sleeper. Dude, I'm telling you, sleeper guy in fantasy and for Green Bay is that Jaden Reed.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Saw him win his
7 or 8 targets, 2 touchdowns on just 17 snaps.
It's all gonna go away when Watson comes back.
Like every time
he had how many targets?
I think 7 or 8. Like wild amount of targets, 2 touchdowns on 17 snaps. Played 17 snaps. Like when he's in the game, they want him to get the ball. So he's a rookie. He's gonna keep playing.
Yeah, Noah, especially if Watson can't get in the fucking
Noah
game.
just traded for him.
Oh, he did?
A league he's in. He called me and told me about it. He was like, bro, you gotta look out for this guy. Like pick him up in a league if you can.
I mean, I've been seeing him and I've been like,
Noah's a Packers fan.
Yeah.
So he's on his Packers shit.
Who are you going on this one?
I got the Saints.
Saints. All right, he's going Saints. So one wolf in that one. Okay, next up, Eagles at Tampa Bay. Spreads Philly -5. Yeah, I mean the Bucs are looking good to start the season. Mike Evans went off last week. But yeah, do you guys feel that?
Let me take this.
Go ahead. Take it.
Come on, listen. Let's fucking be honest right now. The most fraudulent fucking team in the goddamn league is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
To be fair, they do have a good defense. Like they had a good defense.
They're old as dick.
Yeah,
Devontae David's a million years old. Get the fuck out of my face.
But
he's a million years
old. They had a
good
defense last
years
year.
old.
They had a good defense the year before.
No.
They're still
the most fraudulent.
I mean, they played the Bears.
They had 6 sacks last week.
The most fraudulent team in the league.
Good.
The most fraudulent team against the Bears, who are the fucking worst. The Bears are the worst team in the league. The second worst team in the league is Tampa Bay.
Hurts is facing pressure at 37%.
Tampa Bay should not be.
There's no way.
Tampa Bay gets the ball away. He will throw the ball. Fields holds on to it until he takes a sack or he runs out of it.
We've seen it. This is the fucking classic Baker Mayfield. Classic fucking Baker Mayfield. He goes and has 2 monster weeks and like, oh my god, Baker's back. Baker's fucking back. Cleveland's so fucking stupid. This, that. Baker's back.
Mike Evans is not done.
Baker Mayfield is going to come down to earth.
Rashad White is balling.
Baker Mayfield will come down to earth.
Yep.
We saw it last year with Tom Brady when they couldn't protect him. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin didn't do dick, and they lost.
It's also because
Baker
Mayfield is not fucking Tom Brady. So
he's not. He's saying he is.
Like,
but
he's gonna come back down to earth.
Old as
you gotta give him credit.
Like
he's been balling.
All right, Jalen Carter.
It's the classic Baker Mayfield story.
Threw for 317 last week.
What did he do for the Rams? He went in and had a massive game.
He went and won him a job this year.
He went to the Bears.
Signed with the Rams, had a massive game, and then was fucking mid.
But Mac Jones and Kirk Cousins have tore the Eagles' secondary.
Okay, but it's
their secondary's banged up still. Quarterback Maddox on IR. Quarterback Bradbury, questionable. And their safety Edmonds, also questionable. Mac and Kirk both threw for over 300 on them.
Listen to me for a minute.
I'm not counting Baker out.
Listen to me for a minute. What's the most important position in all of sports? The quarterback.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has had 2 mid kind of weeks. He's due for a massive MVP type game.
He's gonna need it because Swift ain't running for 175 yards on the Bucs defense.
Wait a fucking second, Evan. The motherfucker should have won MVP in the fucking Super Bowl and they lost. He's due for a massive game.
He is due.
Tampa Bay's fraudulent. Baker Mayfield fucking sucks dick. Baker's throwing 3 picks. Eagles by a fucking million. Eagles by a million.
Lock it in now.
Lock of the week. Eagles by a million. They're fucked Tampa Bay. They suck. Eagles by a million.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say that they're completely fraudulent, but I'm not hopping on the hype train yet, just because, like you said, they played the fucking Bears, they played the fucking shitty ranked defense Vikings the first week, and they had like 4 turnovers, so that's the only reason they won.
They're dick.
So like I'm not saying, but like they're not as bad as I would thought. You know what I mean? I thought they were truly gonna be a bottom team, but they're looking like they're top 20.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think the Bucs are winning, but I think the Bucs are covering. I think it's going to be close. They're at home. Every quarterback this year so far
I
have to. I'm taking the Bucs +5. Honestly, They look good. The secondary in Philly has not.
Placed the bet.
I like Baker. I like Baker this week in deep super flex leagues. Mike Evans has had 171 last week. Rashad White, very effective, 4 yards of carry. He's catching the ball in the back.
We'll get into the lock of the week. That's at the end of the episode. Did you see that? But because the real ones listen to the full length episode.
Who are you going with? He's on the wall right now. Who are you going with?
It's such like a fucking. I think I gotta go to the Bucs. I think I gotta go with Bucs.
I like
plus
it.
5.
I know. We'll see.
You're both placing.
Lock it in.
Eagles. Fuck it. EAGLS. Eagles. By a million.
I won't be that mad if I'm wrong.
It's still today, but betting.
To be honest, as a betting man, if I had to look at this line, I'm taking +5. Bucs are hot. They're at home.
Yeah, but I have to.
You both literally place bets on the Eagles -1.5.
We have to though. We don't have a choice.
Yeah,
as they know. We do our lock of the week. Everybody picks one game. Nobody can veto.
We'll get into you guys.
Parlay.
Wild.
They gotta listen to the full episode to get the full parlay.
Damn, that's true. I didn't think about that. I might have to just take the Eagles -5 because
you gotta let me.
Hey, it's not over yet. Fuck it, Bucs +5. Let's do it. I'm with it.
You're fine.
All right. Fifth game of the week. Rams at Bengals Monday night. The line is Cincinnati -3.5.
Must win, can't lose.
Let me go ahead and just
Must
start
win,
this
can't
off by
lose.
Rams are winning this game. I already placed a bet. Money line +225. Fucking literally on Sunday.
Get the fuck out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, guys.
If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm worried.
I'm just saying the fucking Rams are not bad at all. They're good on offense, and their defense is not.
Yes,
bad.
Matt Stafford is looking good.
And I'm just saying, it is.
No one thought going into this
plays
year
was a
the
must
Rams were going to be this fucking.
That's
good.
what
They have playmakers.
They're
They
my
do.
top
They have
prize.
playmakers, and Cup hasn't even stepped on the field yet.
Matt Stafford, but see the thing is, once Cup does step on the field, some of those Cup's going to be getting those 18.
Cup's gonna get.
He's going to get the 18 targets a game.
He's
that
45 targets.
that Puka Nuka is getting.
He's on my.
Puka Nuka passes the eye.
Is that really his
He
name?
passes it.
How do you pronounce it?
It's Nakua.
Nakua.
Puka Nakua.
Puka
Yeah.
Nakua?
Yeah. Yeah. Which no, he's still. When Cup comes, y'all mark my words. When Cup comes back, Puka's still getting 8 targets a game, guaranteed.
I think
But he probably has about 5 catches. So
He could still get 10 targets, 8 to 10 a game. Cup's getting 15.
I think the Bengals are going to have to force
You look at it,
turnovers.
Matt Stafford's passing like 35 plus times a game. That's
But
plenty
you
of
look-
targets to go around.
Go look at what number 2's got when the Rams took it to the Super Bowl.
See, look,
But they weren't as good.
You can tell
I mean,
us what's wrong with the
Nakua's
Bengals
good
right
now.
now.
Like he's actually good.
Look,
Tell us what's
see,
wrong with the Bengals.
I wanted you guys to go first. Because I want motherfuckers to keep writing us off.
Keep
fucking doing it.
Joe's
Place that
hurt,
fucking
bro.
money line bet.
Oh, I already did.
Place that fucking money line bet. Keep fucking writing us off. We did it last year when everybody wrote us off. We did it when Joe Burrow tore his ACL. What the fuck did we do? We came back and went to the fucking Super Bowl. They started 0-2. What the fuck did we do? We went to the fucking AFC Championship and we're one late hit away.
But
and
you
won the
agree,
Super
it's a
Bowl.
must win. If they're
It's a
0-3,
fucking must win. And we fucking show up in the biggest game.
Hopefully fucking Joe Burrow's playing.
Joe Burrow's gonna fucking play.
They need it.
Joe
They
Burrow's
need
gonna
it
fucking
done.
play.
And
then
hopefully he
the
doesn't
division
strain
wins.
his calf when
fucking
Aaron
practiced
Donald's
today.
sniffing on his ass.
Exactly.
Lone wolf me. All you take the Rams. All you take the fucking Rams. Let me go lone wolf.
I just
fucking
want to
do
say,
it.
if they go 0-3,
Fucking do it.
They're almost done in that division. And since 1979, only 6 teams have made the playoffs starting 0-3. And in that
wouldn't
division,
say
if they
they're done.
lose this week, then I'll write the Bengals.
They could still finish
But
second.
I'm not ready to write
They
them
could
off
still
yet.
finish second. Starting 0-3. The Browns are.
We will win this game.
Browns have their numbers though. The
But,
Browns have
but I'm just
Browns
saying,
have-
like,
Browns
they
because
don't have
everything.
anyone else's number.
I go
And
into
it's
the year
like,
expecting to split Cleveland. I go into
at
the year
least
expecting to
split.
split Cleveland.
At least
Yeah.
split. If not, Cleveland somehow fuck her out.
But I mean, Cleveland's gonna go. I feel like they could go fucking 7-10.
they
Honestly.
can,
Like,
but
yeah.
they'll still fucking beat the Bengals twice somehow.
I think the Bengals are
We
going
got
to
them beat 7.
The Bengals are going to have to run the ball. They're going to have to
Yeah,
get
you-
more of an offensive rhythm going. They have to look so much
Usually you guys though,
bro. We looked fucking fine in the second half against Baltimore. Our offense looked fucking fine.
You're
like, all the offense is still shit. The offense, Joe Burrow's not still there. He had 35 yards passing in the offense in the first half. Yeah, we had a fucking punt return that negated the whole possession. It's cool. It's fucking punt return touchdown. Awesome. He didn't have to go on the field. Like he'd have had 100 going into half. They looked fucking fine in the second half. The defense is what I was more concerned with. I was more concerned with the defense than I was the offense tonight.
That's true. They couldn't get Lamar.
The defense couldn't sack Lamar to save their life.
But you were always there. You were there the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, I was more concerned with the defense than I was the offense.
Yeah, which
Joe Burrow
is why I'm saying like this game.
He tweaked his calf, but he even said in the post-game press conference he would have went back in.
But their defense will get after Matt Stafford. That's not mobile.
That is true. That is true.
But
the Rams offensive line, offensive line, I think Stafford's only been sacked one time. Up until halfway through the game.
Who was the Rams played? Who was the Rams played again? They played
San Francisco and he only got sacked once last week.
That's
pretty good fucking outing for your offensive line.
I was in the third quarter and they were like
only 3
Matt
QB
Stafford's
hits out of 26 dropbacks.
That's
like great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Halfway through the game they were like Matt Stafford's only been touched one time since here. So that was including last game too. I was like, holy fuck. One QB
secondary looks good too.
I was like, shit.
The team knows Joe Burrow may not be 100%. So everybody, we have superstars all over that field.
Yeah.
Everybody knows they have to make up for it. Joe Mixon's gonna get the ball more. The defense is gonna step up and make plays. Lou Lamoriello is gonna have that defense ready to play.
Spread that -3.
I got Rams plus 3.5. It's 3.5.
Give me the Bengals.
That's what I heard.
Give me the Bengals. I'll never bet against my Bengals.
I'm confirming this because this might change my pick.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow practiced for half a day today. I watched the whole post practice press conference. He said he's day to day. He said he's preparing. He's watching film. He's preparing.
No, it's 3. I got it on 3.
Oh, it is 3 on Bet 365.
Bet 365.
I'm still taking
right
the
now.
Rams.
It's 3.
I'm taking they're winning the game.
He said he's been preparing like he's gonna play. It helps we have an extra day. We're playing on Monday. We're gonna look fucking dope in the white Bengal uniforms. We're gonna fucking sweet.
You are at home.
You're gonna bet against the best uniforms in the league.
You are at home.
You're gonna bet against the best uniforms in the league.
I'm expecting the Bengals to bounce back. I think Jamar is going to show up.
Who dat?
I'm with the Bengals.
Nah, all right.
They better not disappoint.
You're
3 weeks in a
row. Rams plus 3, baby.
3 weeks in a row.
Wicked for taking that.
No, fuck you. They pissed me off last week. I locked them in and they.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a wild lock in. You got to stay away from divisional matchups.
Yeah. For those who didn't see it. The lock of the week parlay last week, me and Zane fucking smacked Colts. Colts +1 was the easiest bet I've ever bet in my life.
And Saquon, if you bet the frisky bet,
these two fuckheads right here blew it. Hey. My Bengals blew it too.
My Nerfy record falls to 6-3.
Which I knew that. But my original lock of the week we couldn't do, even though that hit.
Making the Bengals your lock of the week is kind of
it's closer. I only missed by fucking half a point.
Making your Bengals lock of the week is wicked, and I'm a Bengals fan. I wouldn't have.
It's the first one.
I wasn't guaranteed to win against Baltimore.
It's the first one.
I think you're gonna hit this week. I like it, but he's fucking going. He's rolling the die over here.
All right, and then for picks purposes, the 6th game is the Bills at Commanders. The spread is Buffalo -6.5. So, real quick, what you got on that one, Chap?
I think you guys are gonna be surprised. I think there's a chance on Lone Wolf on this. Give me the Commanders.
8.5 or 6.5 or 8.5?
No,
Commanders 6.5 at home. They're 2-0.
You're not.
I don't think they're fraudulent.
I don't think so either.
I think there's a potential to make the playoffs. They really good pass rush. Defense is very underrated. Sam Howell is decent.
Yeah, he's good.
Sam Howell's decent.
He has 4 touchdowns and 1 interception.
He's pretty fucking decent. Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson are good running backs. They're
Antonio
solid.
Gibson's not good. I don't think so. I don't think he's good.
He's decent.
I haven't liked
He's
him
rushed
for
for 1,000 before.
I haven't liked him for a couple years. But Brian Robinson definitely good. But I'm just gonna say,
let's go.
The Commanders, they put up 35 on the Denver defense. Denver's good. Their defense is good.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
See, and
I was just fucking Debo, but
he's close to his over too.
Hey, that's for my fantasy team though. So let's go. I need that.
The Commanders have played the Cardinals and the Broncos, two of
That's
probably
true.
the bottom 5 teams on my list in the league.
That's true.
The Bills are in the
lost to
top
the
5 in my
Cardinals.
league. I'm taking the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills. Josh
A
Allen
touchdown.
looked really fucking
He did.
good last
He
week.
did.
But Raiders
Really
suck.
good.
Raiders
He's
defense suck.
He's
He's really good.
He's fucking
Raiders
good.
defense is bottom in the league though.
Last week, I think he threw for single digit incompletions.
I mean,
Josh
Like,
Allen
he went
had a
like
huge game.
He
30
did,
for
but
like
'cause
37,
he's
I'm
pissed
pretty
off.
sure.
I don't think Commanders win the game. I think they cover the 6.5. I think they keep it close.
I think the Bills are going.
I don't think they win the
by a
game. I think
touchdown.
they keep it close. Give me the Commanders with the 6.5 points.
There's gonna be a
Where you at?
4-point game. I'm the
Yeah.
Commanders for sure.
I think
I
they
like
cover
it.
the spread.
I like it.
Buffalo.
I think Sam
I
Howell
like
can
a
cover that
touchdown.
spread.
It's the best team they've played by far. They're coming home. Buffalo's going to
That's
come
true.
in.
I
He
mean,
went
it's gonna
30
be tough for him, but
37, 274, and 3
Who did?
touchdowns. Josh Allen.
Ritos again.
31 for 37, 274, and 3 touchdowns.
6 incompletions.
Pretty damn good.
And James Cook had 17 carries for 120
Buffalo played a
game.
great game
Buffalo's
against a
clicking.
bad Las Vegas team.
Yeah.
The Commanders are better than the Raiders.
Yeah,
That's a
but
fact.
the Commanders. Did they?
That's a fact.
Dude, the Commanders have played the Cardinals.
And they've outlost.
I mean,
They
the
got lost.
I mean, shit. The
I thought-
Cardinals beat the Giants. Not that they're a fucking
Yeah.
better team, but they went to the playoffs
They
last
won
year.
by 4
I mean,
points to the Cardinals, and they beat a Broncos
Commanders
team
are
that
not
I still
a bad
think
team.
sucks.
The Commanders are not a bad team.
I don't think they're a bad team.
They
but I don't
should
think
beat
they're-
those teams, and they
I wouldn't
did.
say they're guaranteed
They
a better
should beat
team
those
than Las
two teams,
Vegas
and they did.
at all.
The
I
Commanders.
didn't say they were.
Are the Commanders?
They're
gonna win?
they're more complete.
Are they going to win 10 games? No, they can win 9 and possibly
You think?
sneak in 8. Like
Name 5 players from
The NFC's
from Commanders
not that
that are more
good.
complete than the top 5 from the Raiders.
Terry McLaurin isn't better than Devontae Adams, but
They have Jahan
Dotson, and Curtis Samuel are
And then
way better.
Ryan
Who the
I mean,
fuck's
they
the-
have Josh
who the
Jacobs, who
fuck's the
hasn't
number
done much
2?
this year, and they're
Who the
1-1.
fuck's the number 2 on the Raiders? Jacoby Myers? Get the
Jacoby
fuck
My-
out of here.
Hey.
Hunter Renfro?
I mean, he.
Get the fuck outta here.
Jacoby Myers was a good ad for them.
He played good
Jacoby
for-
Myers is Rashad Bateman last year. Score 30 points in week 1. Everybody goes spend all their fab on him in fantasy, and he doesn't do dick the rest of the year. Get the fuck
I'm
out
not
of here.
saying he's a fancy.
Jacoby
Okay,
Myers
okay.
was in New
All
England,
right,
right?
all right.
He was in New
Yes,
England, right?
yes.
Didn't do dick. You're a Patriots fan. Come on. Didn't do dick.
Come on, Patriots. We
All
didn't
right,
care
all right,
about
all right.
anybody.
So we got Commanders. Y'all got Buffalo. 7th game, Broncos at Dolphins spreads. Miami minus 6.5. Oh, this one. What do you guys got?
What do you guys got?
I'll start. I like the Broncos. I think their defense.
Yeah.
They keep games close.
I mean-
I don't know if they're gonna win, but they're gonna keep it close. And
There's no
Somehow.
way they win, but I mean 6.5's a lot. For
Sean
them.
Payne's a really good
What do you-
coach.
what
He
you got?
knows how to coach a football game through and through.
Same thing, kind of the same take. They've played the Raiders that they lost 1. I don't think it's a great team either. They lost to the Commanders. I don't think it's a great team. I think the Dolphins come in and punch you in the mouth and whoop that ass. Dolphins are home. I think they're
See,
whooping that ass. I
Minus
don't
six-
like the Broncos at all.
Okay.
Minus 6.5. Dolphins by a touchdown.
I could see him by 10.
I could see them by 10 too.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Miami minus 6.5.
He's
Yeah.
good.
I'm fading Evan on this one.
Are you too
I'm
fading?
fading Evan. I knew there was a pick. I knew this is the game I was thinking about. I was like, Evan had a bad week. Evan thinks he's gonna have a huge bounce back week.
Big
He always
bounce
does.
back week this
He always
week.
thinks he does.
Sean
This
Payne's
is the
a
game I was
great
gonna
coach.
fade. He picked the right side, so I could
He's 0-2.
fade. Let's go.
He's a.
Let's go. Give me Denver 6.
That game should have been an overtime game last week.
Dude, if you're the Broncos,
he
you hired
blew it somehow. He was up 17.
You hired Sean Payton
They
not to
should've
go
blew that
0-2 with the first 2 games being Raiders and Commanders. You have to get a dub if you're that. If what he's getting paid for and when he's coming in
Yeah,
all
so
this
you don't-
hype, you can't go 0-2 in your first 2 games versus the Raiders
and he lost by
Commanders.
1
So
point.
It's still
and
2 L's.
So you don't think Sean Payton's gonna have that team? The Hall of Fame coach
Not
Sean
this year.
Payton's gonna
They're
have that
not
team
going to be
ready
a
to
good team
play
this year. No, they're not that good of a
against
team.
against
Maybe the best offense in the league.
They can the
Maybe the
Dolphins'
best
offense. I
offense
think
in
it's
the
easy
league.
to slow down. Once there's more, we saw it last year. Once there was real
Yeah.
tape, once there was real 8 games of tape on them, they went on a 5-game losing streak.
But I mean, wasn't Tua hurt last year though?
Yes, but then.
I mean, they almost beat the Bills in the fucking playoffs with Skylar Thompson. I mean,
Yeah, but I think that. I don't think the Dolphins' offense is the best in the league. I think it's possible to stop.
Who do you
Do I
think
think
is the
Broncos
best
win the
offense in
game?
the
I
league?
think they could.
I mean,
but they're going to keep it close, so give me a 6.5.
To go off
They
topic,
could
who do
win
you
the
think
game.
is the best offense in the league?
think it's still the Chiefs.
You still think it's the
I
Chiefs?
mean, they have Patrick Mahomes.
The Dolphins really kind of showed me and kind of shut me up a lot against the Patriots.
And Andy Reid, the best offensive mind in the game.
Like the Patriots, they ran all over the Patriots, which I was so surprised about because I was like, I don't think the Dolphins have a running game, whatever. And then they literally turned around and like that's what they focused on. Yeah. They also focused on stopping the run. It was like, all right, we fucked up this week. We need to fix this shit, and they got right on it. So I just think they're well coached.
That's true.
They are well coached. Watching that game as a Pats fan was very frustrating.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
the Broncos
like,
and Sean Payton's got significantly more coaching experience than the Dolphins.
So you think
the Mike McDaniel for the Dolphins?
You think the Broncos are better than the Patriots, who just lost by a touchdown when they turned the ball over twice again?
Yes, I think Russell Wilson is a better quarterback.
Do I think that's a good question? Do I think
move the ball a lot better than Mac Jones?
Mac Jones hasn't had an issue moving the ball this year.
I do think the Broncos.
Did he get in the end zone?
Issues.
Did he get in the end zone?
There's two fucking one interception in the red zone.
Did he get in the end zone?
He's thrown for over 550 yards this year.
Does he get in the end zone?
Does Russell Wilson get in the end zone?
But Russell Wilson has proven over his multiple years he can't get in the fucking.
Russell's numbers aren't that bad.
I just don't get all the Mac Jones hate.
He's been playing really fucking
good.
But not that bad. Yeah, I don't think he's been playing very well, but he isn't playing bad.
So y'all got
Broncos. I don't understand.
Look at the stats.
Y'all got Broncos plus 6.5.
They were right.
We got Miami minus 6.5. Our last game to wrap up our pick'ems for our record keeping. Bears at Chiefs money line or
almost 100
spread. Sorry.
Right now he has 485 yards, 5 tutties, and an interception with a QBR of 61. It's 11.
QBR is not great, but I mean the numbers are good.
He hasn't played bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. Sorry,
Look at
what
my
was the last man?
No, you're good. I was just moving on to the next game.
Yeah.
Bears at Chiefs, the final game for our pick'ems. Bears at Chiefs. KC minus 12.5 for the spread. I'm taking KC. Minus 12.5. That's a big ass fucking spread, but the Bears sucked it.
It's a huge spread, but like he said, Bears are just fucking a dumpster fire right now.
Yeah, and it's at Kansas City too.
Has
it's at
one
Kansas
more
City
touchdown with one less
Who you taking,
interception.
KC or Bears?
We're past that.
I know.
KC and Bears.
Still get Mac Jones hate. Especially this year.
You were fucking dicking on him all the
Yeah,
way.
I was before the preseason.
Yeah.
But like, as a Pats fan, the Pats are not good because we turn the ball over. It's the same thing as the Vikings. We could be 2-0.
We're off the Pats. We're off. We're not talking about the Patriots.
You got me going.
I didn't, because I take the fucking.
Because you said Broncos are better than the Patriots.
They are. They have a better defense and better offensive weapons. Like, what do you mean?
I don't think they have a better defense.
Okay.
All right, Chiefs Bears.
Yeah, I'm taking the
Bears.
Chiefs minus 12.5.
Give me the Chiefs 12. And I tell Sam this all the time. I hate taking big point spreads, but the Bears are fucking god awful.
Yeah,
Justin
they're
Fields is
trash.
dick. He sucks. He's horrible. So I
Bears
have to take.
defense
I have to
When
take the Chiefs.
I hear Justin Fields say he's just not even going to listen to the coaches at all.
Yeah.
When he couldn't throw, he almost led the league in interceptions the first year in the league. He should have been listening to his coaches then.
He's horrible.
Last year he looked better, and then this year he's just week 3. Your
He's a running
franchise
back.
quarterback saying, "I'm not listening to the coach." Dude,
Well,
they're going to get
when you're
fucked on.
okay, but your coach also called the same play 3 fucking times in a row.
didn't see that.
They're
play.
not doing him. They're not doing him any favors, but he's not doing them any favors either.
You can't go out. You can't go to the press conference and say, "I'm not going to listen to my coach."
Why are they drawing
That's
him
unreal.
up? He hasn't ran the ball at all. Why aren't they drawing him up any runs?
They're trying to just get him to pass.
Because
they're trying
They're trying to
make
force him to pass.
Because would
But
you
that's
rather?
what you gotta do.
Okay, but would you rather
his
him?
run needs to set up his pass game
That's
at
true.
the same time.
Yeah.
Would you rather try and develop him as a passer, or have him just go run all over the field and get hurt, and then you're just fucked either way?
I mean,
What do you would say?
I don't think
you're not winning.
What do you want him to do? I think just fucking get rid of him. Go draft fucking Caleb Williams. Tank,
they're-
fucking bench him. Start Anthony Peterman. Go get Caleb Williams. Fuck it.
Punt
the season.
I promise you though,
Punt the season.
if they get Caleb Williams, they're not gonna. Their offensive line is so fucking bad.
They need a new coach. They just need to they suck. They need
like
to
at,
rehaul.
the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
like they get Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams isn't gonna solve them.
That's
much
what
They're
I'm
of
still
saying.
going to lose by 12.5, though. That's so many points.
Yeah, it is.
I hate
They're gonna lose-
Great.
they're
I
gonna lose
hate
by
big
fucking
point spreads.
25.
I hate big point
I'm
spreads.
checking their scores of their last 2
The
years.
Chiefs are due for a big game too. So
I mean, the fucking Bears
Lost by
got
10 to the Bucs.
They only scored
Lost by
17
by
18
10
to
to
the
the
Bears.
Bucs.
yeah, and Bucs suck.
Yeah.
Like they're horrible.
Yeah, Chiefs are healthy. Chiefs are cooking. I'm taking the Chiefs minus 12.
Yeah,
we're all on the Bears.
Yeah. So run back through down the picture real quick.
It's just okay.
I just couldn't.
So all right, here we go. Falcons at Lions. Lions -3. I got Falcons +3. I think was anyone else on the Falcons +3?
Did you write ours down?
I didn't.
I still don't. I remember.
You were on the Falcons.
I know. I remember my picks.
Yeah. So yeah, you were on the Falcons. Y'all were on the Lions.
Write them down.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I
will.
We're all on the Vikings.
Yeah, Chargers, Vikings, all on the Vikings.
All on the Vikings.
Green Bay Saints at Green Bay.
I'm on Green Bay.
So am I.
Yeah, you're the only lone wolf on.
Yeah, so he's the only one on Saints. Eagles at Bucs. We got the Bucs. They got the Eagles.
I got Eagles.
Rams at Bengals. You have the Bengals, right?
Yeah, we have your lone wolf on Rams.
Oh yeah,
You're
okay. I'm the lone
Rams.
wolf. Fuck yeah, so let's go. I can't wait to smack that shit. Bills at Commanders. Me and you got Washington +6.5. You all got the Bills.
Yep.
Broncos at Dolphins. Me and you have Dolphins, right?
Me and Zane have Broncos.
Broncos. Yep. And then Chiefs at Bears. We all got Bears. Chiefs at 12.5. Yeah.
We're all on the Chiefs and all on the Vikings.
Okay, all right. So
We're
down.
big Chief Vikings fans.
I can't wait to get a dub on y'all over the fucking Rams. Can't wait.
No chance.
All right, so now we're gonna dive into our start and sits for fantasy this week.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and just start with Chap. What's your starts and sits?
So I'm gonna start with my sit.
Okay, so sit.
Because it plays into my start.
Okay.
My sit is Justin Fields.
Okay,
Obviously.
sit Justin Fields.
He's god awful. Might be the worst quarterback in the league. Maybe other than Zach Wilson. I mean, he's fucking horrendous. He sucks. Bears suck. Offense sucks. Everything about the Bears suck.
Yeah,
then
the
Justin
Chiefs
Fields
defense is good.
I'm starting him. My start. I already picked him up. My start is the Chiefs defense. Pick them up. They're gonna have a massive week. Have a field day.
Oh,
Chris
defense
Jones,
for a start.
Chris Jones has got a full 2 weeks in the defense. He's gonna be fucking monstrous. Chiefs defense. I already streamed them in one league because I have Bengals defense in 2 other leagues. I'm not dropping them. Refuse. So Chiefs defense start of the week.
That's funny that you say that because I literally picked him up in like 4 leagues.
Chiefs defense.
Yeah, I was
start
like,
of the week
because that's exactly what I did last week. The Buccaneers defense.
I streamed
they play
defense.
the Bears.
And
I'm picking up the Buccaneers defense. 18 points.
Boys,
Unless I got Bengals
I got
defense.
the Cowboys defense. I don't need to stream a defense.
I have the Niners defense.
If I have Niners, Cowboys, or
true.
Bengals
That's true.
defense,
That's
I don't
true.
stream.
But if the Chiefs were on the waiver wire for like
I took
most
them up,
leagues,
yeah.
so did I. So
So let's give your start. You want me to go?
I'll go.
Go for it.
Yeah. So I'll go with my start this week.
Mm-hmm.
So most people are probably already starting him at this point. If you aren't, but go ahead and throw Jordan Addison in your lineup, rookie against the Chargers.
Definitely.
32nd ranked defense. I mean, he's gonna eat. He's been eating, so he's gonna continue.
Even if your
that.
roster is deep, you got to start him.
That's what I'm saying. Like
against the Chargers secondary. Yeah, I love
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
I love it.
You gotta put him in there.
You got to think because Justin Jefferson draws 2 people already.
Every time.
And he's a deep threat too.
Yeah.
Like Zay.
Yeah, like they're gonna.
Or not Zay.
They're gonna.
Jordan Addison. Zay Flowers.
KJ Osborne.
I love
If
Flowers.
KJ Osborne could be a sneaky guy too. Like
I'm
if
playing
you
with
have
my
an
heart.
injury or something going on, KJ.
Yeah, just to get in the end zone.
KJ Osborne.
It's
KJ
a
Osborne.
sneaky waiver pick if your league's not really kind of deep at all.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Waivers,
if you have
definitely
injuries
there.
and you have to go for somebody, or once bye week's starting to come,
I like all
he could
Vikings
be a sneaky
receivers.
play somewhere.
I mean, you see
I like
Cousins
KJ
is going off. Anybody on the
KJ
Vikings
Osborne.
receivers.
They got to throw. Obviously.
But start Jordan Addison and then sit Dameon Pierce. Got to go with it. He's on one of my teams. If you're waiting for him to break out, he's not gonna fucking do it this week against the Jaguars defense. That's for sure. The fucking Texans O-line's just ass. Jaguars have a good defense. You have him. I think
starting
in future. I think GMs. Yeah, he's starting.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he's not. It's not going to be this week that he breaks out. I don't know. I'm not even looking good.
So you think I start Brian Robinson then?
Oh yeah.
You got to bench Pierce. He has 69 yards on the year, and the Jags run defense is only like 83.
I think they're third against running backs so far this year. So yeah, start Jordan Addison, sit Dameon Pierce. I know Dameon Pierce has started in like 78% of leagues, so go ahead and give him the boot. He's going to get 5 points.
Cardinals too.
I will go as my start. I think Gibbs. If you've been holding on him for 2 weeks and you don't want to, and you're kind of getting like scared, don't be scared. This is the week he's He's banging out.
Oh, yeah.
With Montgomery out, he's gonna have a huge workload. He's second in the league among all running backs in routes per target. So every route for whatever that stat is, you know what I mean. And second in the league at running back with 11 targets total. St. Brown's a little banged up. Montgomery out. He is due. My sits. I was kind of big on this dude in the preseason, but I'm not right now. I'm sitting Hopkins. If you have Hopkins in any league,
wow,
and you've already been playing
like I
with
wasn't
the flex,
telling you that all year, fucking break.
especially this week against the Browns.
Come on.
I mean, they have one of the best secondaries in the league. He's fighting an ankle injury.
I don't know why he was ever even drafted.
And the biggest thing is Tannehill threw for three touchdowns last week, and none of them went to Hopkins.
Yeah, because he's washed.
Dude,
I'm hating Hopkins.
He had 13 and a half week one, and then he had 8.5 last week.
That's
not bad.
Me and Evan got a handshake bet on. I think Hopkins goes under 1,000 yards.
I think.
But that's not going to
get to 1,000.
But that's not going to be because of him, though. Like,
I think it is, and I think it's his quarterback.
I don't think
Tennessee is where receivers go to die. It was. I don't know how people didn't see this fucking coming.
I think it's a pretty good bet we got going on.
Week one, he had 13 targets, and then week.
And how many did he catch? How many did he catch? 7 out of 13.
Yeah.
Get better. How many yards did he have?
That doesn't mean that's
how many yards did he have?
65.
Get better. 7 catches, 65 yards. Get better. He sucks,
dude.
Fuck
off. That was against the New Orleans defense. Okay, but
no, that's actually a decent week. I'm talking shit.
So I mean,
but I'm talking shit. That is production.
But like I was expecting.
I don't think he does that every week. I don't think he does that every week.
No, I mean he did last week, but yeah, I don't know who else to start this league. So that hurts that you said. That hurts that you told me that.
Right now, so like.
Christian McCaffrey has 17 points right now. Hell yeah.
My start for the week is Zach Ertz. He's got 10 targets and 8 targets.
Spent a lot of money on Fab, low key on him this week.
$8, yeah. He outbid me by $1.
I see that, dude. You spent Fab on a kicker, and you're talking shit about
kickers, dude. Well, if we're gonna have him in the league, then I'm sweating it.
I
think if you're in a competitive fantasy league in 2023, your league should not have kickers. I argued it. They would not let it go, so
I tried.
I'm going to be dropping and picking up every week.
I'm on the side of I don't really care. I mean,
why are you spending Fab on a kicker? You don't have to. Nobody's going to outbid you on a fucking kicker.
That's
good.
True.
I'm just setting the tone. You ain't outbid me every week on the kicker I want. I'm going to get him.
What, you spent $2? Yeah, $2.
I'm dedicated.
You wasted $2 on a kicker. Nobody bid for it.
I'm fucking dedicated.
Hey, at least you didn't waste $65 on Jerome Ford.
Yeah. It's a bad
when you didn't even fucking need him.
Yeah, that was bad pickup.
So Mick, we're hating on your fucking. If you even see this, we're hating on your pickup.
So Zach Ertz, last year, he was a dog too. But he got hurt towards the end of the season.
I kind of saw him pop off. Holy crap, he's not on a fantasy roster.
But you got to think too. It's a Josh Dobbs. He's not like the best. So a tight end is just like a check. The check down.
So
it's just like
safety blanket.
You're just hoping.
Yeah. So that he needs a touch. If he gets a touchdown, his fantasy weeks go insane.
On his targets alone, you gotta start him.
I mean, he's got 6 receptions both weeks.
Yeah.
So he's out there getting them, and I think the sit for me is Jacoby Myers this week. He had a big week 1. I know last week. Yeah, I think he practiced in full today, so he's gonna play. But he had that concussion week 2. So, but Pittsburgh's defense is so good. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
So who are you sitting again?
Jacoby Myers.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. Okay.
I think it's a good set.
I like it. I mean, they're not. Yeah, the defense, like you said.
Jacoby Myers sucks.
Yeah. Well, and just.
I mean, he had a really good week.
The Raiders are.
Rashad Bateman of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Disagree with me.
I can't. It's only week 3.
It's true.
I don't have any numbers to back it up. I think Myers is
true.
a decent receiver in the league, and he's a solid wide receiver 2 option.
I mean, there was a good.
He's not. He's a solid wide receiver 2
option. Yeah.
Jacoby Myers.
Not in fantasy for a team.
No, he is not. No, he is not. He was the fucking 5th receiver for New England. And New England never has receivers. What are we talking about?
Wide receiver for New England, dude.
I know. I'm talking shit, but he didn't didn't do anything.
I mean, he got 1,000 yards.
He's
just all right.
He's not. He's below average.
Hold on. I don't think he is.
I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. I know he wasn't the fifth wide receiver. I'm talking shit. But I mean, I just don't think he's that good.
Not many teams have a better duo than Adams and Myers.
Mick just sent me this trade in Armchair 5 hours ago. I received
for your bench, dude.
I received fucking Madison and Gibson and an 8th round pick for Pierce. That's it.
It's auto, so
I don't really.
That's what I feel like. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
Gibbs
Madison,
is so. It's
Gibson.
I think it's Gibbs.
It's not a
dynasty. It's not a dynasty. It's our armchair league.
Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson and Alexander Madison.
They're both on the
I don't like Alexander Madison,
but so is Damian Pierce.
Yeah, but they're both.
Cam Akers has never.
And I get a. It's basically.
Yeah, but who are you gonna have to drop? It's basically Madison for Pierce and an
I thought you said Jahmyr Gibbs at first.
No, because they're on the same tier.
I don't like it.
Offered me that at first.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think I gain anything, but I don't hate it. I mean, I don't like Pierce for it.
But who has better upside?
Damian Pierce.
But he's on.
You're playing upside.
But Damian Pierce is only more.
You can sit him.
Way more.
Yeah.
You can sit him right now. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Just
you don't need a running back. How bad do you need a running back? How bad do you need a running back?
I mean,
he was on a shitty team last year and he's a baller. You had him on your team last year.
CJ Stroud just went out
there.
He didn't ball.
Armchair's our keeper.
When you kept him,
okay,
like he played
CJ Stroud just
I thought he'd be better.
for 350.
Yeah, he will be.
CJ Stroud threw for 350. So if he starts throwing Damian Pierce the ball out of the backfield, it's PPR. That's where you.
We're not saying you just ship Damian Pierce.
Yeah,
you got to bench him this week.
You bench him till he.
He's only had 3 targets in both games, and he's been playing 45% of the snaps both games.
Bench him till he gets more production.
Which that's fair, but I mean, like, even if you go back to,
I don't think you sell Damian Pierce
knee injury.
I
don't think you sell Damian Pierce yet. I don't think you sell him.
Maybe you did.
We'll see week 6, week 8. We'll see. But let's wait it out for a minute.
But like, look at this. Like
he did, dog.
He started off the year slow, and then he had 18, 25, 20, and 15. But then after that, he never hit 15 again. It was 14, 13, 12, 3, 3, 12, 11.
Okay.
And I mean, that's not. And then he was injured. So I mean,
it's
like,
not great.
Yeah. So like, he did have a couple breakout games last year that made people put him on notice, but then he kind of fell off, and then.
Yeah,
starting slow. I'm not really.
I wouldn't sell him yet.
I wouldn't either. I did keep him, but I mean, like he played Indianapolis.
I think Gibson and Madison are far. They're more on the downslope than Damian Pierce is.
And then when you look at
an 8th round pick,
honestly, and now that I'm looking at their schedule, like they played hella good defenses: Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, New Orleans, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, Arizona, Jacksonville, Denver, Jets, Tennessee.
Well, they're in the AFC, dude. I mean,
like Indy. That's like all those defenses are top tier, basically, except fucking.
It's been crazy.
Except Arizona.
I don't sell them yet. Wait another week.
It's been crazy.
Wait
like a
decline the trade.
I'll wait week 2, but yeah, I mean, Cam Akers did just sign, but Madison's been fumbling a lot. So I mean, yeah, you're right, but I'm just saying, I don't.
The injuries so far
basically a free
are low-key piling up.
Yes.
Yeah. Piling up. I mean, just today, Diggs, the Cowboys gone.
Huge
we all saw poor Nick Chubb. Might be a season. It's definitely season.
Could be a career, dude.
It could be his career.
I think Chubb will come back.
Over with. They say
they try
to compare
it
to what he did in college, but you can't. I mean, how old is Nick Chubb's now? Like,
I think he's only like
Chubb,
26.
Nick Chubb.
I think he's only 26, maybe.
No, but
he's 27 years old, so he's gonna be coming back almost 28 from a destroyed knee. I think he's done. It's different than when you're in college and you're 18, 19 years old. Like,
but the thing about
you're 27.
The thing about Chubb though. The thing about Chubb is he's not a Christian McCaffrey or Bijan. He doesn't cut and shit. He's just a straightforward runner.
I know, but he still takes a lot of hits.
He does. No, go watch that Bengals tape. That's how they got. At the point of the attack, we were all over him. How he kept gashing us was the cutbacks.
Where running backs are fighting their lives for contract.
Go look at that tape for Nick Chubb against Cincinnati. That's how he gashed us every time was the cutback. Our defense low key played fine. Nick Chubb just kept bouncing back and running for 25 yards, and then we couldn't do anything about it.
If you're a Browns fan,
the point of the attack, we were on the money against them.
I would not count to be with Chubb for the future.
No.
I think you're really more concerned about your quarterback at this point. Let's just talk about Deshaun Watson.
What about Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt was a big ad for Cleveland. It was a big ad.
No, because no other team signed him.
Dude,
so
Kareem Hunt's a god.
It's kind of just like a hype signing, or is it?
No, he said he got offers. He said he got offers.
Is it a hype signing? Because he didn't sign all year.
I
Got to
think-
week 3 before they called him back, and he's
Kareem
like,
Hunt-
"Yeah, I'm in."
Kareem Hunt, I think
He's a guy.
if he I think
We
next
saw what
week
he did
he
in
can
Kansas City.
take this backfield, and he is a fucking guy when he's so.
Dude, he's
low
averaging
backfield.
almost 5 yards a carry, and he was
Then
the
why didn't
backup
anybody
behind
sign
Nick
him?
Chubb.
Then why didn't nobody sign
I
him?
don't
Not
know.
last year. His
He
production
has
went last
averaged
year.
just about.
I'm just kind of confused with it.
His
Like,
production-
Ford looked good.
His
Why
production
why
last
now?
year was down because
think
he
they're
wasn't
just
getting the
getting a
ball.
backup.
But 2021, he averaged almost 5 yards a carry and was the
See, I kind
backup.
of lean towards it like
Look.
the Browns were willing to give him a little bit more just because it was convenient. He's going to come
He
in.
knows
He's
the
going to know the
system.
system, the playbook. But I don't think he's going
just
to do
about
much.
average 5
honestly.
yards a rip.
I don't
every,
think he'll-
every year.
It'll start slow, but
But
he
last
might,
year-
he might take over.
Because he just didn't get the ball last year.
I just don't know. I
They
just don't
cut
know
his
how much
targets
of the
in
hype I
half
can buy
at the end of
in.
the season last year.
That's
Browns
true,
seem
they
to be
did.
concerned about Deshaun Watson. He looks like shit.
That's true.
He leads
Yeah,
the
he's
league
horrible.
in. He leads the
Saquon,
league
yeah.
in balls on target. Like he's at like 28%. 28% is going to be off target. Like
Yeah.
he looks like shit.
That's what I'm saying. The Browns are not looking like promising.
His legs look good. He'll make a play in the
thing that's good is
backfield.
their defense. Like I feel like that's a lot of.
Didn't Evan take
That's
them to the
fucking a
winning
lot of
division?
our teams. Defense is good, but offense is trash.
No, I had Cincy winning the division. I'm gonna check my notes right
I
now.
don't know.
You guys keep talking. I
What's
had
some more
Cincy.
injuries? What's some more? What,
No, Saquon. I mean, he's
Saquon,
gone
yeah.
for 3 days or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
we're
that's
watching.
a- that's
We're
a
watching
hit.
this Niners Giants game right now.
It's halftime.
Yeah.
17-3.
17-6.
6. Oh, they scored another one.
17-6. They got
Oh,
field
shit.
goal. Yeah.
Didn't even
Bro,
see
we
that
need
stuff.
some-
They're about to kick off right now.
We need
But-
Breida.
Yeah, I got the notes.
I need
And
Breida to
Cincy
get
North
one
Bengals.
check down. Like, come on, Breida.
So we're Cincinnati's still gonna win that division. We started 0-3 in the division last year. Still won.
Dude, they need to worry about next week.
Yeah.
Bengals need to worry about next week.
Yeah,
Win.
We're focused on next week. We're locked in.
Trayvon Diggs out for the season.
Out for the season.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow. Well, let's get into Joe Burrow a little bit. I mean, I think he's gonna play. I think the calf is something we do have to watch. But he's day to day. He had half practice today. He's preparing to start. He's preparing to start Monday. It helps we get an extra day.
I'd be more concerned
Like-
about him getting hurt in the game than not starting. He's starting. There's no way he's sitting out there
Yeah.
0-2. He's gonna be on
Yeah,
the field.
he's
You're
gonna
just
be
praying
on the
he's
field.
healthy
But it
enough.
sucks. Yeah.
He gets
I
protected
think he
enough
will.
where he doesn't fucking go down
Dude,
and you're 0-3.
See, that's one thing.
fucking
That's
scary
another.
for
That's another
Cincinnati
thing.
Bengals.
Cincinnati's O line sucks.
No, it
We've
wasn't.
only
They
given
played
up
good
3
last
sacks
week.
all year.
They-
3 sacks in 2 games.
They played good last week.
Last year
They
we
got
gave
the ball
up.
out
Last
real
year we
quick.
gave up 13 sacks in the
Well,
first
yeah,
2 games.
what?
3 sacks the first 2 games this year. Our O line's played fucking awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's
What about
true.
Waddle? Waddle has a concussion. Anybody got any news on Waddle?
Waddle's got a
I don't,
concussion.
yeah,
Shit.
I don't know.
See,
I don't think that.
I'm loving that Denver
I
pick
don't
even
think.
more.
I don't think it affects. I don't know, man. I feel like that's not
Still
that
on
big.
concussion
That's not as
protocol.
big of a
He
hit.
didn't practice today.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a good.
Still
wide receiver,
Eckler
but
missed
that is a
today.
big hit. That
I
is
think
a
it's
big
still
hit if he
eight,
doesn't
though.
play.
Eckler's a huge hit.
I mean,
We talked about
obviously,
that earlier.
Tyreek Hill can pop
Like,
off.
I think Eckler's a bigger hit to the.
Yeah,
Chargers.
but-
definitely bigger hit.
Yeah.
But Tyreek can pop off for 200 at any time. So,
But you just
So
double
it-
Tyreek, and
yeah, then
there's
you-
no Waddle on the other end, fucking
Yeah.
killing you.
No, that's fucking
That's not
dumbass.
Breida.
Brightwell.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not
Sorry.
Breida.
I wish
Yeah,
it
we'll
was.
slide
I
over
fucking wish it was. That would
yeah,
have been perfect.
but
Looks like
Tyreek
they
can
said,
pop off for
"Fuck
200
Breida."
at
Looks
any
like the
time.
dude's not even
So
playing.
it could not be that big of a loss, but just double Tyreek.
Talked about it a
and
little bit earlier, but Christian Watson is trying to come back from that hamstring.
I need him.
Dude, they
Hamstring
hyped him up
receivers.
so much all
hamstring
year.
for receivers linger.
All I saw were clips from camp of him just dusting the secondary and just looking like a stud, like they said he's supposed to be. I mean, I think Green Bay needs him this week for
Yeah,
sure.
they
Against the Saints
I
defense, they need him to play this week.
All right, boys, do you want to jump in the locks?
Yeah,
let's
all
finish
right.
All right,
it up.
let's
lock of
talk.
the week
Let's
parlay.
talk about.
Let's talk about
last week.
Okay, last week, Zane's Saquon, anytime TD hit.
Scored 2.
I called it on the, and I said if you're feeling frisky, go 2, and he
Yeah,
scored
two.
2.
But you didn't even do it.
My bad.
Come on.
My
Fuck.
bad.
I
not
know,
hit.
but I guaranteed if I did it, he wouldn't
I
have.
meant to not hit, but I think if the Jets would have got the ball, it would have.
Yeah.
But
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
it was a risky bet to throw in the parlay. I'm
Yeah,
going a lot
especially
safer
week
this week, I
1.
think.
Week 1.
It's the same with your bet.
Yeah,
I'm a
it
Bengals
was
fan.
risky.
I'm a Bengals fan, right? I thought we were going to win the game. I thought we were going to cover the 3.5, but it was not a guarantee. It was not a lock. Like a lock of the week is not. Cincinnati was not a lock that week.
I thought
That's
they
a
were-
fact.
Their
I
fees
thought
just
they
give
were
me
locked.
their
I
fees
thought
just
they
give
were
me
locked.
juice.
Like,
I wanted to throw it in.
I did too. I mean, I'm the biggest believer, but which call a spade a spade. Call a spade. I call a spade a spade.
They had that shit, man.
They should have won the fucking game.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, dude. I was screaming at the fucking
It should've been a lock.
I was screaming at the fucking TV the whole game. But I call a spade a spade. I call a spade a spade. That was not a lock. That was not a lock. I thought we were gonna cover the 3.5, but it was not a lock. Like we should have won the fucking game. Absolutely.
Right.
But
Mr. Locks, we'll let the guys
Dude,
who
biggest-
hit him on week
Dude,
1
okay,
go
so
ahead and give
what's
their
your
picks
lock
this
for
week.
this
last week, the Colts fucking +1 was the easiest bet of my fucking life.
You mean money line?
Yeah, they were +100 on the money line, so I took money line. But
Yeah.
they were minus 100 on the +1.5. But
Yeah.
you take the +100 obviously, and 1.5 to pick them. So essentially money line.
Yeah.
So easiest bet of my life. So and then this is about to be the second easiest bet of my life. Fucking lock of the it's.
You probably didn't think
They're
that
gonna
two people were going to
smoke
disagree
Tampa
in
Bay.
here.
Eagles -5 is so easy. Free
I
fucking
hope he's
money.
right for the sake of my
Free
pockets.
fucking money.
For the sake of my pockets, I hope he's right.
The
For
free fucking
Me too.
money. The
the
Buccaneers
sake of my pockets.
That's
I hope he's
Buccaneers
right.
are
$123 cash for me. I did the
But I'm
boost on
still
it.
just seeing so
Yeah.
many red flags with the Eagles, the same as last year, that I'm just like, dude, I don't think they're
Zane, what's your
that
lock?
good.
Yeah.
My lock of the
That
week
way.
is Bijan over the milestone of receiving and rushing over 100. It's at +100 right now.
Another running back.
100
Love it.
plus
I do.
rushing,
Love
receiving
it.
for +100.
Love
I
it.
wish I
That's
found
just
it.
a good
Love it.
fucking karma right there.
I might just straight bet that
Love
one on
it.
top.
100 plus for +100. All right, so the two locks that won last week, they got Bijan 100 plus rushing, receiving, Eagles -5. I got Justin Jefferson anytime TD. He's due, and he's on
due.
the worst
Big
fucking
due.
defense.
So,
Yeah.
dude.
So
yeah,
due.
so he's eating for sure.
So due.
And then
Dude, I mean, I was thinking even him and Jamar are due.
and that's only
Where
that,
are
that was
these
only
dudes?
minus 138, I believe. So I mean,
Yeah.
like that's pretty
He's
good.
got over 300 receiving yards and no touchdown, and he's got to get in the zone.
Oh, dude, and he gets like 20,000 targets
Yeah.
a fucking game.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
it's
gonna
so due.
he's gonna get.
I think
What's
mine's
yours?
also going to be debatable. Is the Raiders money line?
Raiders money line.
I think
It's
the Steelers might
Steelers.
literally look like the worst team in the league when I'm watching them. Like
They're
their
so
offense
ugly.
is
Trash.
they're-
So ugly,
and
dude.
and for them to win the games, their defense has to really make exploding playmaking plays. Last week they won the game; they had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
They're going up against one of the greatest game managers of all time, Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, think about a time where Jimmy Garoppolo fucked him over.
Yeah.
Has fucked
I mean-
it like he's one of the greatest game managers of all time.
Shut the fuck up.
They have. It's like the
As a
perfect
game
recipe
manager,
for
yeah.
them not to lose. I mean, the
It's
only
a
way they
play
lose
call.
is to turn the ball over.
Yeah, well, but hear me out.
He
Hear me
doesn't
out.
do that. Jimmy Garoppolo does not turn
Hear
the ball
me
over.
out.
I got a stat I want to say.
Najee Harris, week 1, only got 6 fucking attempts on the ground. He ran for 5 yards a fucking rip. Why aren't we giving him the ball on first down?
I don't know.
And then week 2, he ran for 4 yards a rip. Why aren't we giving him the ball? He only had 10 attempts. Give him the ball.
Yeah, well, another.
Pittsburgh's
So
horrible,
I
dude.
heard.
The offense is just.
I heard some. I heard a stat earlier. Somebody was Warren Sharp, I think, was breaking it down. The Steelers, when they're in the shotgun, they pass the ball 82% of the time, and then when they're in under center, they run the ball 90% of the time.
So
like
you know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're literally so predictable.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why they just aren't getting anything going.
They're
And
all
then,
fans
and then
are
another
so
thing on
solid.
first
Bad.
down, on first down, they have like the highest percentage of throwing fucking outside of the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, so the hardest completions to
Yeah.
fucking make.
Yeah.
On-
So you're
it's
setting
like,
yourself behind the
That's
sticks
what I'm saying,
on
like,
first down.
fucking
Then why aren't we
Kansas.
running the ball on first down? Run.
yeah.
If he's getting 4 to 5 yards a
It
rip,
makes it up. Yeah.
4 yards,
Exactly.
and then you can throw that ball on second down.
I still
and
love-
still be a third and manageable.
I still love the
third
pick
and 5.
by Evan. I think it's a good pick. Pittsburgh, they're going to change
They
it.
stole one last week.
It's-
Is it?
horrible.
Oh, it's at Vegas too. So
No, it's in
No.
Pittsburgh.
It's in
no,
Pittsburgh.
no, it's not because I was gonna go to this
Yeah.
game in
Are you
Vegas.
sure?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in Pittsburgh.
No, I think it's in Pittsburgh.
You going to
No, it's in
Vegas?
I was going to.
It's
You're
in
right,
Vegas.
it is in Vegas.
It's in
yeah.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
I love it
I
even more.
love
Yeah,
that.
even more.
Yeah.
It's what, like minus 165?
Minus
Prime time,
145.
Minus 145.
Yeah, it's prime time. That's
Prime
true.
time. The Steelers had no business winning that game last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
For
They
that,
still
that,
did.
that goes to show how fucking worried I would be about
Yeah,
the
they
Browns.
should not have won
It's
that
like
game.
fuck, dude.
so I think they get Jacobs going a little bit. I think he gets the ball to Devontae Adams. He hopefully plays. Jimmy Garoppolo is not
gonna
going to
play.
turn the ball over. They're going to win this game. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be
You
great.
can't say Jimmy Garoppolo's not going to turn the ball over.
All
With
those-
that defense.
Yeah.
You can't.
They'll
say
have.
that.
They'll
That's
have.
not a
They'll
given.
have one.
That's why I don't think
They'll
they're
have
going. That's why I
one.
think they're going to win because they're not going to get 2 touchdowns this week out of Jimmy G. They're not getting 2 pick sixes. They're
Yeah,
not
they
getting
might
pick six.
not
I
get
don't
2
see that.
defensive touchdowns,
Yeah.
but they're gonna get a turnover.
But they're gonna need 2
it's
defensive
gonna
touchdowns to win.
They're going to need more than
They're gonna
one
need-
turnover to
yeah,
win.
They're
though.
gonna need 2
If you're
defensive
not
touchdowns
getting
to
it.
win that game.
until we
Like,
run
they
on first
suck.
down. Matt Canada's gonna change his fucking offensive
That's a
scheme
lot
here.
of hope
Yeah.
on Matt Canada.
Dude,
Yeah.
we brought him in to be an air raid.
His
That's
last
our
name's-
offense was supposed to be air rated.
His last name's fucking Canada, and he's playing American
Why-
sport.
why-
Get the fuck out of here.
Get
Dude
the
sucks.
fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Lock it in. What were our final odds?
So the
What
lock
does
of the
it
week:
come out?
JJ anytime TD, Raiders money line.
1,014.
Yeah. Raiders money line, Bijan 100 plus rushing, receiving, Eagles -5 plus 1,014. Lock it in. And also, if you want another insane bet, go ahead and just put the money line on the Panthers. Andy Dalton's playing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Andy
The
Dalton.
Red Rifle.
Red
Shout out
Rifle.
the Red Rifle.
I'm
Shout out
telling
the Red
you, they're
Rifle.
gonna come in and fucking
Shout out the
dot
Red
up,
Rifle.
and then we're gonna lose the next
Hey.
3 games and be 1-5 after
Let's
the
go.
bye.
Shout out the Red Rifle.
Let's go.
If you want to
fucking Red Rifle.
if you want to get early payout on you, yeah, you go with Carolina. Go
Hey,
for
chill,
it.
chill. And
It's gonna be a quick 17.
The Red Rifle. The
I'm
Red Rifle
excited.
gonna come out.
Excited.
we took them last
Week
year.
3 is
Fuck the
going to be.
Seahawks.
Week 3 is ready. I'm ready. It was a tough slate.
Yeah.
Tough
Yes,
slate
sir.
this week, especially for betting.
All right, so
Yeah,
go ahead.
I mean a lot of big spreads.
So this lock this week is hidden. You know, we said
100%.
last
Don't
week.
get rich.
was a-
You guys
was a
sold the
fluke.
fucking
Back
Yeah.
in pockets.
We had to feel it out.
Hey,
you
if
know,
they
we're
sell
more
it-
prepared.
if they sell it 2 more times in a row,
They're
free
buying-
parlay on.
They're buying the
Free
parlay.
parlay on.
Don't forget
they
to
have it.
subscribe.
Watch it's hitting this week. All right, so yeah, thank you all for tuning in. See you next week.